So this is a Pioneer SA-8800 amplifier. This was made in the late 1970s, and I have refurbished it, cleaned it up, and I have it ready for sale on eBay. I wanted to take you through a little bit of the work that was done so that you are aware, and if you are interested in purchasing this unit, this will help you make a determination. The boards are very clean, and no, I had somebody ask me once, did I power wash the unit? I did not power wash this unit. The board is pretty clean. I did do some dusting of it. I cleaned the fins. I did not recap this unit in particular, and I'll tell you why in a minute. I did make sure that everything was working to spec, and I did make adjustments, and the adjustments are done right down there on the board, those white pots. And the blue or purple pots are what you use to adjust the amplifier, and I did that. But what I did do was I checked each one of the filter capacitors to see where they were in range, and quite frankly, they were all spot on. That surprised me quite a bit. I don't know how much use this unit got, but what I do know is that at one point in time, you'll see a little bit of a stain on that resistor, which gives you a hint as to what might have happened with this particular unit. As I was going through checking everything, I determined that somebody had spilled coffee in this unit at one point in time. It had been serviced by somebody who knew what they were doing, so there was no question that the work was done and it was done properly. So what I've done is I've cleaned the unit up. I've cleaned and deoxed the huge volume wipers. There are actually like 8 tines on the wipers, so that it's a really good sounding unit. And when you turn this, you can hear there's no static at all. Now a little bit about the front. Now, unless you're really paying attention, you wouldn't know it, but this front panel was all scratched up, and what I had to do was take it out. Comes out of the face plate. I had to take it out, and I ended up lightly sanding it down and then painting it. This is a special silver paint that I used. And I point that out because it is not original. And if somebody's looking at purchasing this as an original set, I don't want you to be disappointed. There's something else that's not original. The speakers switch is not original to this unit. When I acquired this, it was missing one of its knobs, and what should go on this speaker selector really is one of these knobs. Now what I did do is I took these knobs off and I did my best to polish them, but they are a little scratched up. They're not in great shape, so just to be aware of that as well when you look at this. And I did the same thing with the volume knob, but quite honestly, I was able to polish that volume knob, so it looks pretty good. It looks a heck of a lot better than it did when I got the unit. Of course, I always clean all of the controls, so there's no issue at all with the toggles, muting, loudness, balance, treble, bass. There's no issue with any of that. That works fine. Stereo, you can reverse the stereo. You can do left and right together mono, or you can do left mono or right mono. This is interesting though. It actually has 2 phono stages in it. You'll see there's a Phono 1 and there's also a Phono 2. And you can adjust the load impedance and then the PF on this one as well. And I have the 9800 upstairs, and it's a beautiful unit, and I've used this to help manage recording 78 RPM records. So it does works nicely. Now what I'm going to do is show you a little bit about what I did with the case, because the case was an absolute mess. I dressed the wood. So what I did was I actually ran it through the planer to get the last of the glue and everything off of it. Cleaned the particle board up, and then I used walnut veneer. And after I put the walnut veneer on, I went ahead and stained it, and then used Waco polyurethane. The grill, which is in, quite frankly, beautiful condition. It was terrible when I got it, but I was able to clean it up really nicely. The grill is beautiful, and it's got a nice, it's almost a powder coat finish to it. So I didn't paint it. Sometimes I'll repaint these if they're in bad shape. You will notice when you buy this, the work that I did was, I'm not a professional woodworker, but I think it looks pretty good. It certainly looks better than it did. But you be the judge. I'll take some better high quality pictures so that you can see. But I think when you look at this, certainly at a distance, and even when you get close up to it, it looks pretty darn good. This was, one of those dumpster finds that somebody rescued and then I got hold of, and I brought it back to life. So now that it's back to life, you've been listening to it. You may not have realized it. But I will tell you one thing about this unit. Not only does it have the beautiful blue view meter, but it is quiet. Very, very quiet. If you don't have any source, that's all the way up. And you don't hear any hiss coming out of either of those speakers. The one to the right, not the JBL. The walnut veneer that I put on, along with just some general, obviously I've done some other cleanup to it. Now the technical specifications, of course, I've covered already in the beginning part of this video. I took a lot longer working on that and making sure that it was working properly than I did refurbishing the case. But from a sort of beauty shot standpoint, I wanted to make sure that I had a good video for you so that you were very clear from an aesthetic standpoint that it would be something that you would want. Remember, as I said, I had to polish up as best I could the knobs so they are in as good a condition as I could get them. And remember that the speaker selection knob is not original to this unit. The knob should be similar to one of these knobs. Now I'm going to go ahead and give you some shots of the back as well so that you're clear on what it looks like, and then I'll close out the video. The back, you can tell actually if you kind of zoom in on the sides, you can see the particle board, and what I've done, I had sealed that with epoxy so it's no longer deteriorating. You do have your Phono 1 and 2, which is nice. You can plug 2 different turntables into this. You do have a tuner and auxiliary, plus you have tape 1 and tape 2. This bit in the middle, that's really kind of cool, because if you want to bypass the preamp, you can. You can go directly into the amp, so you can use this as a standalone amp that doesn't have any preamp piece to it. Bring your own preamp, if you will. The standard two zone speakers, so you've got an A and a B. And then, of course, you've got 2 switched outlets and 2 unswitched outlets in the back. And then just kind of peering at it from the top, even though, come on, focus. Even though you aren't going to look at it from the back, it does look, it looks pretty good. So that's it, and thank you for taking time to look at this. And this concludes the overview of the Pioneer SA-8800. I hope that it finds a good home, a home that it will be used every day. Thanks again for watching.